The Global Embassy of Activists for Peace, through the international program Children of Mother Earth, works in favor of strengthening the rights of indigenous peoples, and also because of the desire of these communities to achieve peace and integral happiness. In this way, in open spaces of dialogue and reflection, the encounters of the children of Mother Earth were held. Argentina, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, El Salvador, the United States, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Panama, and Venezuela held 4 international meetings and 60 regional meetings between July 2015 and March 2017. The encounters began in the Venezuelan Guajira, where the 5 Wayu people of the area came together to express their opinions, manifest their cultures, and strengthen the bonds of brotherhood.
Ha sido una lucha de más de 500 años.
Since then, the indigenous peoples who attended the meetings participated in open dialogue tables on 11 topics to share their traditional knowledge and understanding, conservation and restoration of water sources, land, and biodiversity, counteract the effects of climate change or chaos, rescue and dissemination of indigenous culture and musical values, vision of indigenous women for the protection of Mother Earth, protection of indigenous culture identity, proposals for the Inter-American Environmental Charter, rescue of the indigenous medicine and food, vision of indigenous youth and strengthen their identity, and a vision on peace and integral happiness for the children of Mother Earth. Mexico had a massive participation of indigenous peoples from this region and with representatives from Guatemala and El Salvador. 14 regional meetings were held with more than 25 indigenous peoples. The indigenous capital of Colombia, Uribia, brought together more than 3,000 people, including representatives from Brazil, Ecuador, Chile, and Venezuela, and 13 regional meetings were held.
En beneficio de la Madre Tierra y los pueblos originarios.
4 regional meetings were held with the collaboration of the Central American Indigenous Council, the Salvadorian National Indigenous Coordinating Council, and the Fund for the Development of the Indigenous Peoples of Latin America and the Caribbean. The indigenous peoples of Guatemala participated massively in 13 regional meetings, covering almost the entire territory of the country. In New Mexico, indigenous peoples of the United States participated in these meetings with a special visit from indigenous leaders from Central America, the Caribbean, and Easter Island. On the other hand, Panama and Honduras gathered indigenous leaders in 2 regional meetings. Ecuador and Argentina added 9 in total, while Chile held 4 regional meetings. The proposals collected from the very voice of the indigenous peoples during the 64 encounters of the children of Mother Earth were transcribed in more than 400 documents, which went through a review, systematization, and writing process. The first version of the proposals of the indigenous peoples gathered in the encounters from the children of Mother Earth were presented by Dr. William Soto during the 16th Permanent Forum of the United Nations for Indigenous Issues, held at the UN headquarters in New York, May 2017. Subsequently, this document of proposals was again consulted with the indigenous peoples during a series of meetings held between August 2017 and February 2018 in different countries. The results are captured in the document called For the Peace of Mother Earth: Environmental Proposals for the Protection of the Life of Mother Earth. The final purpose is to socialize these proposals in all governmental, multilateral, and academic instances, to collaborate with the preservation of the only home we have, Mother Earth.